back, locate yourself to the username.cs file that you had, or whatever, the username holder file, whatever you want to call it, whatever you called it. And we're going to make a few changes. I've got a few changes here ready, and it took me 11 minutes to make this because I forgot a certain part of it, and I just made up on the spot. And it meant that I was like trying to remember it too. And I found it, and this is correct. Got some tea here. So, make sure this is public state username, obviously. And then we want to have a make sure you're saying using Unity Engine.ui at the very top. This is very important. Then we want to have an input field, and we want to have a static boolean to say whether or not a copy of username has been created. A copy of the object has been created. Sorry. So a copy of this has been created, and this. Hey, it doesn't always do that. And then we have void start, obviously. And if it has been if it hasn't been created, then say it's been created. If it has been created, or if created is true, then we're going to destroy this. This is because this object will always stay where it is, and this is useful in only the on application quit bit. This is only useful in remembering your username, but it kind of is also useful since we can always access this file and always edit it through a direct link, meaning this doesn't need to be a static. Maybe that's useful later on. Right now, it's only useful for this on application quit. So all we're doing is we're just having a username, and we're having a field, obviously, no difference. So we're just saying username is equal to player preference.get string username. But first, before you do any of this, you probably want to write this bit here, which is on application quit. Make sure you spell it like on application quit. And we want to set a string. So the different player preferences are quite like dictionaries, but they are stored in a file. So instead of loading back up and losing your data, you can actually keep some variables. For example, what level you're on and stuff like that. And here we're just going to keep your username. We may want to keep what items you've unlocked or stuff like that if there's game-to-game progression, which in a Moba there's not a lot of, but maybe in the shop progression we may want that if we have a shop out of the game. So we got set string, and we're just saying a string of remember this is the key and the value, very much like a dictionary, and the key is username, the value is username. And then we're getting a string when we start, take a username, and the field is just equal to this object. We're activating the field, this turns on so we don't get any weird visual things, and then we inserting the username in, deactivating it, then just saying don't destroy this on loads. This means this will always stick around. Meaning that when we exit the program, it will be exited. See what happened just there? That was our username, go. If we erase it, then come back in. And the reason we highlight this here is this means you can change this. You can say, oh, no, I want cow now. Go out of the program, go back in. Normally the exponent would work. Oh, no, I actually want to go, or I don't want anything. Now that's it basically. There's another few things that we want to do. One of them is check if this actually works. Now this should all work properly, and even though I haven't been using the password in my series, the password should work, and it should come up for error saying you don't have the password. We could work on that, but we're not going to. Only 4 minutes in, we'll work on that another time. We do actually want to delete the program. Do we have that code here? Let me just put it here. We don't. Void quit. I may even have a quit thing. That's fine. Application.quit. Could have a do you actually want to quit and stuff like that, but we're not going to. Let's link you back here. Application.quit. Oh, it should be public. There we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Now that should properly quit. So once we're in the game, what if someone leaves? What if someone disconnects? Well, we could remove other things, but the problem is then that character still sticks around, and we can maybe build a system that allows that character to go and allows someone else to join, but there's a few problems with that. Sure, that works amazingly well, it actually really does, but the biggest problem with that system is that it requires a lot of effort, and it's not very useful for a MOBA. As you know, a lot of MOBAs, once someone quits, everyone quits, because normally they've got a pre-matchmaking system and stuff like that. Well, this we don't have a matchmaking system, so sure it makes more sense to allow people to go and quit, go and come back on, stuff like that. It makes a lot more sense just to kick everyone, right, and make people remake the server and stuff. Just in essence, not in the actual game. Once in the actual game, once you quit, that player can come back on and log back in and stuff, and then join back the game, try and kick everyone else once everyone's actually in a game. But once you're in the login screen, I think it's fine for everyone to be pushed back to the login screen. Because I was thinking of not doing that and actually, allowing players to disconnect and reconnect in the login screen. But I was writing down how much code that would require, and it actually was ridiculous. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to bother that. So once it happens, we're just going to close down the server. So we can go network dot close connection. No, we want to disconnect. Maybe? I think it's disconnect. Then we want to go okay, I can't remember this. I know there's one on disconnect. So we're just going to look at this up very quickly. Scripting reference. I'll just look up on my screen. Network disconnect. We want network. Let's basically push everyone back. I'm just looking for the functions. On connected server, on disconnected. That's good. Okay, network.disconnect, and then we want to log the player back. We kind of want to debug this. Not really. Okay, we're just gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna go, okay, oh wait, I was supposed to say, void on disconnected from server. We can go get some data from it, but we're not going to take any. So, what's gonna happen is it's actually gonna say, right, on this, it's going to boot back to the main. So even the host connects, this can happen. And this is even played on the, this is even played on the server. So if a player disconnects, or the server disconnects, this is played on everyone. It's just going to say, well, load. And it's just it's application.load and we're gonna load 0, and then that should be fine. But we do want one thing. When you, I just found this, so I'm really interested. Void on failed to connect, and then from here we get a network connection error. This is I just found this word looking for. I was like, yeah, we could do this. What time? I'm being very careful of what time we're up to. 10 minutes. Okay, we're fine. So if you fail to connect to the server, you're gonna still be on this screen, and it's just gonna actually even yeah, okay. You have a public game object called text actually. I'm gonna call this no, we need game object error message. On failed to connect, then we go error message dot active true. Then we go error message dot get component text dot text is equal to error. So here we just have a simple text. That's fine. Should make it 170 to make it even. Do. Failed to connect. A button, and it's just going to be just saying OK, essentially. G. Just make this clickable. No. And then we'll just make it so if you click it, turns the subject off. There you go. Wickets. How about we just build them on this, and then we can show you what happens. So 13 minutes in, and we're doing pretty well. And then we can actually start spawning players. Okay. We can call this cow and B. So we're gonna have a password, and we're gonna say you have to write down cow to join. What? What did the freak just happen? We're not there. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. That was a weird freaking problem. I'm super surprised. Oh, we need start, not that one. Wrong one. Start. Wait, what? No, it's login. Did I literally just do that twice? Wow. I feel stupid. Okay, cow. And by the way, it's gonna be in. No, this didn't work. Okay, big cow. Oh, I know why. This happens occasionally. You do stupid little mistakes. This is probably not the reason why I'm having problems, but it could be definitely part of it. 15 minutes in. Okay, we're not going to solve this problem past 20. If it's still there past 20, then we'll continue doing the other stuff. Big cow. Interesting. Wow. Oh, both big cow. That may have problems. 17. No, you got a password. J. Or X. K. It's saying the problem is because they didn't get the right password. So join server, you're connecting to that using the password. Oh, we'll try better. We'll try J. Join. It works. If we quit, you get kicked back out here. Of course, someone's bun's not working. Oh, and deep destroy the object, that's it. That's a weird problem. Why didn't it destroy the... I thought this is what you did. If Greg is false, Greg is true. Else, if Greg is good, true. Yes. That is right. There's no problem with that code. Somehow there's still problems. Oh, what? Oh, it's destroying this. Oh, I gotta go to this game object. Okay. Oh, I see what it's saying. I'll fix that problem. So we got 1 minute more. I'm trying to time these a bit more, just that way it's a bit better. So, we could... we're gonna do it this way. Button press. Username is equal to there we go, that works perfectly. So just have to close the door. That works perfectly. Now let's actually spawn the players. Okay. So once you're in, once you have clicked this, we need to have a button that says start. Stuff this picking thing, because I think we're just gonna stuff it and say, oh, well, there goes for that. Let's turn off that menu. Just begin to click things. Here we go. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna have a bug button. There we go. That's a nice big button. And then we can have. There we go. Covering up the big button. Okay, and then we want to fit 1, 200, 300. So, start. Now, all players don't need to click start right now. It's just going to be the host. We're not going to have like an error message saying you're not host, but we could. So if you click this, it's going to go to here, network view. There. Where's start game? Start game, public. Don't worry, it'll only work if you're the thing, because we'll go back on your server and then we'll have to check whether or not you're actually who you say you are, kind of thing. Something else happens. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to close. I know it's this weird problem right now. I don't know what this is, but sometimes this happens. You have to close it. It's something to do if you access it and you get wrong, like saving or something like that, and it just kind of freezes up. Basically, it doesn't allow you to touch anything. Then you get this big error here, which you can delete. It's something about files not being found or something like that. Here we go, start game. It's appeared now. Okay, so once you click that, it's going to start the game, obviously. So first thing we need to check is if network dot peer type is equal to server. Then you can join. We do need a list of all names. So I think we're going to get a list of all your usernames. Of string and got these usernames. And then whenever we're getting a username, we can go usernames, go add username, yay, very simple.